Welcome to the Digital Maddie Show. This is a platform where I share my knowledge on video creation, how to generate organic traffic, and how to make sales through video creation. I also invite many influencers and digital marketers on the show and ask amazing questions to extract their secrets of business. Let's get started with your host. Hi, my name is Mithil and I'm a YouTube and video creation coach, and I help aspiring video influencers to generate organic traffic and make sales through video making. Today we have an awesome guest on our show. She is into how to publish your books, how to be an author. She is already into the studio. Let's welcome her. So let's welcome on the show Charlrita. And let me introduce her. She is the founder of BWE Publishing and Consulting. She primarily helps women speakers and coaches write, publish, and market their signature books. She loves speaking, and speaking is the way she teaches her clients how to market their signature book. So welcome on the show, Charlrita.
Thank you so very much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous. But bear with me. I do this all the time, but I'm just excited to be here. Thank you so much for the warm invite and just the process that you have us to go through to, get onto the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we are all happy to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So let me ask you one of my favorite questions. Can you share your favorite quote or a line that motivates you on a daily basis?
Yes. I absolutely love Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. He is an awesome man. I'm not sure if you've heard of him, but he is amazing. So one of the quotes I absolutely love and I can identify with is sometimes it ain't about being the most talented. Sometimes it ain't about being the most smartest. Sometimes it's not even about working the hardest. Sometimes it's all about consistency. So I love that quote on a daily basis because it lets me know that as a person that I don't have to be the smartest in the room, nor do I have to be the most talented. But as long as I keep showing up on a consistent basis, that's where I know that I'm going to hit the mark and I'm going to surpass people that think they're the smartest or think they're the most talented. So I really love that, especially when I feel like I'm not enough. So I absolutely love that quote.
Awesome. That's awesome. Great. So Charlrita, can you share your backstory to us?
Yes. So I actually stumbled into the entrepreneurial world about 7 years ago, where I was in a bad place in my life and I felt I was broke. I was just at the point of no return. Me and my husband were going through some financial difficulties, and I really had a hard time finding my purpose and what God had placed on me on this earth. I had got so used to hearing the word no. Because at that time, me being in the state of North Carolina, being a convicted felon. So I committed a crime over 12 years ago, and I was suffering from committing that crime, meaning nobody would hire me. I kept hearing no. I kept hearing, wow, you have the best background, or you can do this job, but kept hearing every time you hear the word but we can't hire you because you're a felon. So I kept hearing that. And I asked God, the number one question was, what did you put me on this earth to do? And he said to open your mouth. I didn't quite know what that meant. So this is when Facebook was not as popping as it is right now. So when I got onto Facebook, and I was kind of new to Facebook, I got on, was scrolling past, and I saw a teleseminar where you can get on the phone and you can learn more about using your voice, which is one of the most powerful things that us as men and women have on this earth. So I said, oh, wow, that's interesting. How do I use my voice to get paid? The word paid stuck out to me because I was looking for a job. I really wanted to find somewhere to make some money for my family. So just make a long story short, I went forward for us. I hired my speaker coach. I invested in myself. I really, truly learned the power of investing in myself. Although we were struggling financially at the time, we still saw the bigger vision about where speaking could take me, where speaking could make some money. So I quickly invested in myself, and I have been nonstop since then. So I'm just excited about where I'm going and where I've been to help other speakers, especially in coaches, to the power of their voice.
Awesome. So have you ever thought of writing a story in the form of a book?
Have I ever wrote a story? Yes, plenty. I wrote over 9 books. And those are also including being a part of anthologies. Anthologies are, stories that you can collaborate with other authors and create one book. I absolutely love anthologies. All right, it's a great way for you to get started as a writer. So that's where I got started. My very first book was an anthology, and I felt so good about it that I was really breaking barriers, especially in my family, on my mother's side and my father's side. Nobody has written a book. So I'm like one of the first ones in my immediate family on both sides to write a book and to actually be an author. So I'm proud of myself for making that or having that accomplishment.
So are we. Let's have a high five.
Yes. Make it do. Baby, hold on. Make sure I'm on the right side. By the right side? This time? Okay.
Cool. Awesome. So one of my favorite book is a collection of small stories is Chicken Soup.
Yes. I love this. And you know what? You know what I love about it? I love that it is a series. It's many different chicken soups for the soul. It's for different type of people.
Yes.
That's one of the things I'm creating for speakers is a series. I think that is amazing and a great way for, as authors, for us to really get, because we entrepreneurs, we have a lot going on up here. So, and we know a lot and we're multifaceted. So I love Chicken Soup for the Soul. So me and my husband actually got the one for married couples. I'm going to get one for my children because I didn't know they had one for children. So amazing.
That's amazing. And when I met him, Jack Canfield, he is truly an amazing person. Cool.
Wow. You met him?
Yeah, last year I met him. I had the honor to meet him.
That's amazing. I need to get your autograph.
Thank you. So since you are an author and first of the author of your family, so it's my privilege to ask you a few questions related to writing books. So can you share how do I get started with my book? Like how did you get started with your book?
I got started with the desire to want to write the book, and that the desire was not just so to make money. All right. The desire was deeper than that. The desire to write was really, I wanted to share my story. I wanted to share what I knew, and I wanted to break barriers. Of course I want to make money. Who doesn't? But at the end result, I wanted to have a way to share my story because having books is not new. However, it's everlasting. Like people love books. So I realized that my audience love books as well. So why not write? Why not get in there? So that's the first thing I started with was the desire. And then once I had a desire, then I began to really put together my story and how it can attract my audience and really connect with my audience. That's what I did. I had to make sure that my story can connect with those that wanted to read my story. And then the next thing I did was after I had the connection, I just started writing. I had a plan in place. I had a goal in place. Like I told you, my first book was an anthology. So even being in the anthology is great for first-time authors. So if you have not written a book, being a part of an anthology or book collaboration is a great way to start because I didn't have to write a whole book. So the pressure was off of me, so I got to write about 3 to 4 pages of my story of being a single mother to being married and how I got there, because people want to know how you got there. So that's the 3 ways on how I really got started with writing the book.
Awesome. So once we have written a book, it's the time to do marketing. So how can someone market their books?
Well, it's many different ways you can market your book. I can list many different ways, but my number one way to market your book, your brand, and who you are is speaking. All right, because speaking allows people to connect with you, connect also buy your book, but it allows them to connect with you, who you are. It allows people to learn from you. Speaking is a great way to spread your message on a broader, band, so you can, even nowadays that we're going through, the virus and things like that are going on, I'm still speaking. I'm using opportunities such as these, being on other platforms, speaking in Facebook groups. That's the number one way, guys, to really, really spread your message and get it out there for others. And I stand by that. Okay, speaking is the number one way to sell books.
Cool, absolutely. So since in your introduction, I share that you are into marketing your signature books. So can you share what exactly is a signature book? Because I'm listening this concept for the very first time.
Okay, awesome. And a lot of people ask me this question. And my version of a signature book is what's in your head, which is your knowledge, your expertise. It's what you know how to do. All right. And combined with what's in your heart, which is your story that connects with your audience. We combine those two to create your signature book. We know what the signature is permanent. So that means nobody can change it. So nobody can change your story. No, what the signature is also unique. So we all have our own different signature, right? I put that together along as a signature book. With your signature book, nobody else can take your audience through the process that you can. Your framework is different. So I use the analogy on baking a cake. Some people know how to bake a cake using the box. You can buy the box from the store for $1 or $2. But you can also, some people know how to bake a cake as a, go through they don't need a box. They know how to do it freshly made. But at the end of the day, you're still going to get a cake no matter what process that you go through. So for your knowledge and expertise, it's your process. All right. So if I teach, it's a lot of amazing women and men learn how to teach people how to write books, but they don't have a process like mine. So again, it's learning and owning your process in your signature book.
All right. So if I don't know what to write, how do I choose which story to use in it?
I would choose the story that most identifies with your audience. So first of all, you got to know who your audience is. All right. And some people are like, well, how do I know? Look around to see what are people coming to you for? What questions are they always asking you? Even if you're not an entrepreneur, people are always coming to you for something. You got to dig deep into that. And most of the time, our audience is who we used to be. Okay. And think about who you used to be and where you come from. Those same people that are watching your journey, they're watching you, have those highs and lows. Those are the people right there that you need to serve. So when you find out who your audience is, then you can begin to know who you're writing your book for. Okay. So that's how you really, really get started. Once you know that audience, then you can go on to, okay, now I know who my book is for. That story needs to connect with that audience.
Cool. Awesome. So you said something, apart from being an author, you are also a public speaker. And when we combine both of them, that's an awesome formula. So how do I book speaking engagements with my book?
How you book a speaking engagement with your book by, first of all, building your own platform. So I teach my authors how to leverage their own book and build their own platform. And how do you do that? You take the things, the lessons in your book, and you build upon your own platform. You create your own stages. You create your own opportunities. One way I was giving a client the other day about her book and how she can set up her book for an awesome book club. Because her book teaches many life lessons and how she can take her book to create a challenge, creating a challenge within her book, taking her book and taking her audience through each step within her book through this challenge. That's creating a platform. That's creating her own stage. That's the number one way for you to use your book to leverage. Because see, once you want to get on the big stages, we all do. We want to get into the big crowds. We want to speak to thousands of people. But in order for you to do that, you got to learn how to speak to the 5. You got to learn how to speak to the 50. So that's what I teach my clients. Use your books to leverage your own platform, and then go out in the mix and get onto other platforms, because you're standing out as the expert in that area.
Absolutely. So basically, you're trying to say is you need to hit small milestones, which eventually lead to big audiences. Awesome.
It does.
So cool. So what are the ways where anyone can publish their own books?
Yes, anybody can publish their own books. Now, there are 3 types of ways that you can publish your book. There's number one, the traditional publisher. These are the publishers that have where they will pay for the fees for you to publish the book. They will also market your book for you. But on the hindsight, they're only looking for a certain type of clientele, those that already have massive followings, those that they know will sell the books, because they're going to get a percentage of your royalties every time you sell the book. So that's a number one way. The second way is through a hybrid publisher, or what you call a boutique publisher. Those publishers are the ones that you actually pay a fee to based on what they charge, and they will publish the book for you. That's the type of publishing company that I have, a hybrid, where my clients pay me a fee for us to publish their book for them. We also help them with marketing, and speaking is the number one way that we help them to build their platform. So we don't take any royalties from their book. They actually keep all the royalties from their book as a hybrid publisher. And then you have the most popular one is a self-publishing. This is where you forefront all the fees for your own book. That means you have to get into the CEO mind, because you're hiring people to do certain things for you in your book, such as editing, formatting, and such as creating book covers and landing pages and those type of things. So self-publishing is where you actually forefront your own money and you're doing it yourself, which is the number one way to publish your book, because you get control. We all like to control for some reason. We all have a little bit of control over things. So we want to control that narrative. So self-publishing is the number one way that many can publish their books.
Awesome. So Charlotta, all the people who are listening to our show, if they want to know more about you, connect to you, and learn more from you, is there a very platform where they can connect with you?
Yes, absolutely. I encourage those to start, especially if you know that you're ready to publish your book, in my group coaching program called Simple Self-Publishing Strategies. This is where I host a platform to help you to publish, to market, to publish, and to write your signature book. So I take you through the process step by step. That's the first connection. And you can learn more about that at www.selfpublishing49.com. And for only $9 a month, I'm teaching you the process. So it's a self-pace. So again, you have that leisure where you're not on my timeline, you're creating your timeline, but I'm teaching you how to do each one step by step. So that's how I like to stand out in the market from other publishers, because we still publish a book as well. You have those options, but I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to make it affordable, and I want to make it doable for those that are ready to get their signature book done.
Awesome. So all the action takers, if you really want to put out your story and want to help the world, check out all the links below in the description, where you can find all the links, connect to her, learn from her, and become an author. Awesome. So since we have come to the end of the episode, Charlotta, would you like to say something to our viewers?
Yes, keep pushing and keep going and get that book out. Books will always be here. You don't have to worry about it just going away from here. We're in a great digital marketing space where a lot of us are online now, but don't differentiate or get away from the books, because we all still learn from books. So put your story and your expertise in the book, in a process, so people can learn from you and you can build a great speaking platform.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Charlotta, for being on the show. It was our honor.
Thank you. I had a good time. Thank you so much for having me.
Most welcome. So you've just listened to the Digital Maddie Show with your host, Mithil Dave, and we have an awesome guest here who just opened her art and gave us awesome concepts related to how to become an author and publish your books. Thank you so much, Charlotta, once again for sharing this valuable information to us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Most welcome. So if you're listening to this particular episode on the YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you're listening as a podcast, you can subscribe to my podcast. Thank you so much, Charlotta, for being on the show. It was our honor and sharing all the information once again.
Thank you. High five and have a great day.